This is a Consumer Fireworks Report by Duarte Safety First. The issue starts with legal fireworks. They've never been used lawfully. You'll find them blocking street traffic, used near fireworks booths, set off all hours of the day and night for days before the holiday and months afterwards. They're unenforceable. It's time to examine the claims made and clarify what is real and what is not. Claim number 1. Legal fireworks don't have anything to do with the illegal ones. We would still have a problem if consumer use was banned. Not so. Looking only at Duarte, we can see a huge difference between the area designated as the legal area versus the area where all fireworks are prohibited. In the last 3 years, there have been 42 citations written for illegal use where fireworks are allowed, yet only 1 citation was issued above Royal Oaks where they are not. This cannot be fixed by police staffing either. The police department and city officials admit there are not enough people to work on July 4th. There's not enough manpower to do the job, period, and more than $12,000 in tickets are still unpaid. This chart shows illegal fireworks citations issued last 4th of July. Cities where fireworks are banned are on the left. Cities where fireworks are allowed are on the right. It is clear that where legal fireworks are, illegal fireworks follow. They go together. One detective told us, people go to the cities where they are legal so they're harder to pinpoint. Illustrating that point, the orange sections of the bars indicate citations issued to people with addresses outside of that city. Data shows people outside the area are drawn to places where they can hide illegal behavior. Then there's organized crime. An intensive internet search spanning 4 years uncovered large black market confiscations. This chart shows tons of illegal fireworks seized in cities where consumer sales are banned versus areas where they're allowed. The street value of 171 tons of fireworks is more than $7 million. What if this was crystal meth? Would we care? Cities that allow fireworks sales are all contributing to organized crime, and we are part of this. Cities that ban fireworks do not find large quantities of illegal products in their cities, plain and simple. This affects the entire state. It costs $10 a pound to dispose of illegal fireworks. They pose extreme danger for the police who confiscate them, must be stored properly and transported by the bomb squad. We're costing our city and state money. Last year, California spent $3 million to get rid of illegal fireworks. Claim number 2. People enjoy setting off fireworks as a family tradition. A lot of traditions change as we learn more and update safety measures. Years ago, people put real candles on Christmas trees and they caught on fire. Then there was tinsel made out of lead. Those things are gone now, but we didn't get rid of the Christmas tree or stop celebrating the holiday. We learned. We made things safer. People were disappointed for about 10 minutes until the next new Christmas tree items came along. It's called progress. Family is what is important for traditions, not setting things on fire. Moving to a public fireworks display is recommended by professionals. We're submitting a complete proposal which details all costs, a suggested site, parking, vendors, fundraising, and more. Here is a suggested site with the largest parks in Duarte. Some concept pictures of the Duarte Park concert area, maybe bands for youth and a military band for the older set. Various vendors, events, and fun activities for all ages. The high school is off to the left, maybe an all-star game with past graduates and paid seating for the public show. Plenty of room for picnics and chairs for those who want to enjoy a free night out with family. People who don't have money to buy fireworks still want to celebrate and create traditions. Claim number 3. No harm comes to the environment. Well, particulate matter, gases, and chemicals in the water are not gone in a day and impact people, wildlife, and livestock. Perchlorate contaminates groundwater and causes thyroid and hormone problems. TCI damages the nervous system, liver, and lungs. A number of companies, including fireworks, contaminated a testing site in San Bernardino so badly that Colton and Rialto had to turn off their drinking water supply. They were fined their share of $50 million and ordered to help clean it up over the next 30 years. Look at the air quality on a typical day in our city. It's good at 33. Now look at it on July 5th. At 189, it can't get much worse. For anyone with breathing problems, this is a nightmare. When the fireworks start, those people have to either leave the area for a few days or lock themselves inside with the windows closed. If they don't have air conditioning, it's hell. The effects of fireworks in our city don't stay within city lines. Our pollution affects our neighbors, too. Claim number 4. What's the big deal about fire and injuries? Nothing's ever happened here in Duarte. Well, there are big risks, and this is faulty reasoning. Recently, people were warned to throw out romaine lettuce due to E. coli poisoning. No one died from it in Duarte, so did we just keep eating it? Samsung destroyed 2.5 million phones globally because 35 exploded and burned people. People didn't keep using their phone waiting for one to blow up here in Duarte. Most people understand the concept of risk, and that we shouldn't look the other way until firework-related injuries and fires happen here. When it happens anywhere, danger exists, and we are contributing to it. The American Academy of Pediatrics and 23 other national associations all oppose the use of consumer fireworks. A University of Washington medicine study done last year found legal fireworks accounted for their most severe injuries. Children are the most affected. They don't buy fireworks, they don't know better. They don't ask to do them, unless they see their role models playing with fire. Still, they account for 35% of all related injuries. Should we just wait until a child we know gets a finger blown off or an eye taken out? Or is it enough to know that it happens elsewhere? We are contributing to that. Fireworks account for thousands of wildfires in California and burn thousands of acres. Should we wait until there's a fire here? Azusa had 4 last year due to fireworks. We need to stop acting like we're protected by some invisible shield and have some regard for others instead of just ourselves. Does anyone care about wildlife? We have signs posted around town asking people to respect our wildlife. Shouldn't it matter on the 4th of July? If you're curious, look up the effects fireworks have on birds. And what about pets? Dogs taken to shelters increased dramatically in July, particularly for the 5th. At our Baldwin Park shelter, intake almost doubled that day last year. Animals are lost from our community due to fireworks. Many, like this terrified older dog, are never found. Here's Spirit, a local dog that crashed through a picture window and seriously cut his neck and paws trying to escape from the noise. And Penny, frantic from the sound, tore through a screen door, ran away, and was killed by a car. People who love their pets like children suffer. We even met a woman who moved out of Duarte because of it. Pets and owners are traumatized and terrorized. This is a typical 4th of July for many of the thousands of dog owners in Duarte. Veterans suffer too, like this local woman who was transported back in time by the unexpected booms during the night. She army crawled with her child in her arms as if he was her rifle until realizing she was home in California, not in the Middle East. We shouldn't talk about patriotism without being compassionate to the real patriots. Claim number 5. Too many people in the city want them. It's a cultural thing. Really? Look at the highest percentage of people against consumer fireworks in your recent survey. More than 77% of those who took the survey in Spanish. Other foreign-born residents followed at over 63%. And what about other segments of our city? A majority of all these people oppose the current use. Students, seniors, those who don't work, even new homeowners. Why are we looking the other way with all these groups of people? Whether people are registered to vote or not, the majority oppose the use of consumer fireworks. Yet, 45% of the population dictates its continued use. Claim number 6. Fireworks are making the nonprofits in the city so much money. Wrong. Looking at the last 5 years, you can see that at least $165,000 is moved through this town with our groups keeping only a fraction of it. Is $39,000 really worth all the things we've shown so far? The truth is we should be making more and not from the sale of fireworks. Fundraising is an opportunity to teach children life skills, how to create, organize, lead, and evaluate important projects. We aren't giving our kids enough credit. Let's come up with better fundraising ideas and trust them with important jobs. They deserve more than sitting in a booth with explosives learning nothing. They deserve more than $39,000. Is it really worth all the negative aspects that have been noted? The easy thing to do is put this on the ballot. We'll spend $20,000, firework companies will throw hundreds of thousands to defeat it, and we'll have to deal with the press, political games, hostility, and citizens pitted against each other. We're asking the council to ban the sale of all consumer fireworks in the town. What more do you need? Monrovia did it 37 years ago. Take the $20,000 needed to put it on the ballot and start an education fund. Enforce parking fines and helmet usage fines, and there will be more than $39,000 by next year. And we'll do our part too. Duarte Safety First will provide a free fundraising workshop with members of other groups willing to share their fundraising successes. Our kids can be benefiting so much more with respectable fundraisers that make good money. Those that don't hurt the community and aren't linked to crime. Fundraisers that we can all feel good about, support, and promote. If we're going to call ourselves the City of Health, it's time to start living up to it. Anyone who wakes up in Duarte on July 5th knows we're far from it. It's more like the City of Filth. It's embarrassing, unhealthy, and unnecessary. And now that you have this information, please do the right thing. Ban all consumer fireworks in Duarte and help bring our city back together again.